Faith is in the resurrection. And, we preached about faith a lot in this church from a completely different foundation than probably anywhere I've ever heard except for Bertie. And I know Bertie's talking about faith right now. I hadn't heard the messages, but I've read some of his posts. And it's like, we've made faith so heavy because we've made it about everything other than just believing in the resurrection and the promise of life in Jesus. We've made it about faith for things. Faith for things. Faith to get signs, wonders, and miracles. Faith to get a breakthrough in your finances. Faith for things. And that's the evidence that our faith is in something other than the resurrection. Listen, and all of those things fail. All of those things will fail you in this world. One thing will never fail you in this world. It's called the word of life. It will never fail you in this world. So the more we put our faith on these other things as that which possesses the power to give us peace and love and joy and cause us to have a good time in this world or cause us to overcome the tribulation in this world, man, the thing that's happening is those things will fail us. They don't possess the ability to give us the joy we want. They don't. And so when we go to it, we'll end up filled with sorrow. And listen, it worked bad for me because for a while when I first got into the signs, wonders, and miracles movement, listen, we did get a bunch of signs, wonders, and miracles to manifest. And that was even worse for us in the long run. Because you get like, I hate to say it this way, but I will because it's the truth, and I hope people can understand what I'm saying. It's almost like when you take your first hit of a drug.
You get a buzz.
The first hit you take,
spiritual junkie.
You get a buzz.
Yeah.
And it feels nice. And you're like, oh, this is what I've been looking for my whole life. Right? All of a sudden you feel the freedom you've been searching for. You feel the joy you thought you were, the peace, nothing matters, man. And then the more you move into that, the more that weans, the more you can't get back to that place. The more you have to try to take to get back to the place. And the more that thing fails you and becomes empty. And then you realize you have all death. And it was kind of that way in the movement of signs, wonders, and miracles. Man, we got some signs, wonders, and miracles to manifest. And we were so happy. And you know why we were happy? Is because we didn't really understand union yet. And we didn't understand the joy of the Lord is our strength, and that joy don't come from signs, wonders, and miracles, right? And so we would get happy, and then you start seeking it. Next thing you know, you're not getting as many as you were to begin with. Yeah. Next thing you know, you find that you can't have joy or peace without a miracle.
Yeah. And then you start looking for a formula of how am I going to make this stuff happen?
Yep.
How am I going to make this work, And when you begin to not see those things happen, or it doesn't happen on a certain occasion, what's the first thing that happens is you start to get accused, well, you haven't got enough faith, you're not a son of God, something's wrong with you, you better go figure it out, and you better go and analyze it.
That's right.